The mingling time. So this is our second comedy show. Oh my god. If I do it this way, it'll face me. Hi, awkward H. Okay. Okay.
Are there like hundreds of people watching right now?
No. There's
Oh, what? They don't tune in the second you start.
The world is watching this.
You mean like okay. So good.
Putting me in your video because I've got thousands of.
Cece just joined, and they just moved to Colorado. So welcome. So this is just the mingling time. People are getting situated. They're getting some snacksies and some drinksies, and awkwardly meeting each other. I already forgot everyone's name. I am sorry, but I'll be the host.
My name's I.
Okay.
Age?
Oh yeah, you're funny. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I never put that together.
Dads are gonna dad. So.
What up, Bob?
I like the dad jokes. Yeah.
Like that?
I'm just like
It is a comedy show,
already,
folks.
somehow.
It is. Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, I'm H.
H, nice to meet
Yes.
you.
Anne, welcome.
Thank you.
I met Anne
Yeah.
last night.
So this is live. Is that okay if we're recording it? Okay. So, yep, everyone's just mingling, and help yourself to some drinks and snacks if you drink the forbidden stuff that's in the fridge. Partake from the evilness.
I love it.
Yeah,
Everyone
right. Yeah.
drinks the forbidden elixir that's in the fridge.
You
So
want it?
I have waters
You want
over
it
there.
this way or
There's
this way?
beer.
So that's our social. That's our main.
Actually, maybe
There's beer.
That's your main. That's the main speaker.
I'm gonna find you right here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you have any,
Just-
Yeah, baby, you got any?
I'm just gonna put that in.
So,
Any babes? Well, I'm probably locked to be with everyone else.
There's no need.
okay, so this is live, so I won't be able to do any music. People are coming
And
in.
most people tell us like, thank you.
Is someone not going to be, so your parents are going to record you, right?
Yes.
And then we'll have
And it's like
that.
everybody
And
posts.
then,
It's true.
It's like the children's book. Everybody
I'm
posts.
con-
last night. It was good.
how bad is it, Mike, if I don't have a screen? I won't have a playlist for people to walk up. I'll have to do a little thing with this.
It was super fun. Like, I've never done it before. I've always wanted to. And my shit ended up really cool.
Why did you guys wait until I left to do the backup photo?
Is that a radio?
Are you feeling better though? I know you were like,
It's a stylophone.
Yeah.
Stylophone.
I'll have to announce you guys this way because I'm using my phone to record. So sorry, I don't have any musical talent. Just pretended.
I just like wanted to.
Because the last time I did it, someone said,
I feel like
"You cannot let me go up poles," and I'm like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Now I'm clearly
No, I mean, yeah, you can beatbox or handbone or something. Just
I
do something.
can't beatbox. Can
Just
anyone
go up to the
beatbox?
mic and start scanning.
Okay. I mean, it would beatbox to Queen Latifah's
At
Ladies
least that's
First.
copyright free.
No.
That's an issue. So
Okay, you can try, Brittany. You do Ladies First. This is all we got, guys.
I can just.
This is that's what I told you. So it'll be like,
And
welcome to the stage.
I love it.
Oh my god.
Hey, that's original. I believe we're at a comedy show.
Yeah,
we'll be emceed by R2D2 or something.
Yeah. Well, I'm very innovative. I used to do that for the government. Now I'm doing it with art. Sorry, I know it's
Manufacturing powers for good.
That's awkward. It's not for skiness.
There's two different versions of it. There's another one as well.
It makes
Yeah.
things
Right?
There's a reason why
The
you
beach
see
we
this
saw
back
that
where
story.
it just leans into it.
Yeah, that's what you have to
Did you hear the big news?
Yeah.
We've actually never met. I thought we bumped into one of O&A's, but it turns out I'm just
It's like
stupid.
a instrument. You
Yeah,
Yeah, we've never met because I've never gone down south.
never
of
got
Germany.
a never got a real
I
name.
probably just had a very vivid dream about you.
Maybe.
That's
I've
actually
had
good.
weird dreams.
Yo, why call me out?
Because it's my favorite hobby.
You do have weird dreams.
Okay.
Do you
Those are
think I'm over at your
Oh, yes, so
house
you're
because I like Brittany? No, it's to make fun of you.
That's genuinely surprising.
Okay, maybe it's just go like that. You hold it down.
I just got these little pockets.
So you can actually like. You just
Oh, okay. No.
Pockets in my leggings.
What?
Oh, nice.
I really need it.
Woo!
Were we whispering that?
Does anybody need anything before we kick off the show? It's not ready yet. I'm just gonna set the mood.
Oh, dark.
Yeah, does anyone need a blankie or a cat? Well, I'm covered in scratches, not just tattoos, so you probably don't want one of my cats.
Speaking of cat, cute towels in the bathroom, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, you can also use the towel that I bathed with, because that's what the men did last night. The bachelors were open mic. When they left, I went and it was barely hanging on, and I was like, oh no, that was for my body. So now that's a community towel, so. Because
You're gonna have to wash it again this month.
I just thought everyone knew you don't use someone's bath towel after you wash your hands, but maybe that was just how I grew
Now
up.
you know I didn't use that one.
Okay, thank you, because you saw the cat one.
I saw the cat one.
Yeah.
I saw the body towel and thought that's for a body. The whole body. My hands aren't that big, so I'm going to use the smaller towels.
Yeah.
The proportional towel?
You'll be happy to know I didn't wash my hands.
It is, yeah.
Hey, that's awesome.
Is this, so it's like.
I just made this.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, the Do Kind Collective, the DKC. I just got tired of I would have to buy more letters, so I just abbreviated it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
How long have you been like doing it?
I just started it. This is the second comedy show, so
Okay, that's so
first one was
cool.
last month. So yeah, I can do that. So you guys relax. It's not starting yet, but I'll just be weird. This is my house, so thank you for coming.
Do you dance?
When I'm drunk.
Word.
Yeah, I do silly dancing, but I'm not drunk. I'm not drunk. I'm just awkward. This is not impaired. This is impaired by God, actually. I'm neurodivergent if you can't spell it. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm not gonna do stand up tonight. Just as the host, it'll be quicker. I'll just do like little bits about, not bits. I'll do little like blurbs about myself, including about the stage and why DEI is important to me. Why I came up with this, and then I'll introduce. Actually, could we have a huddle with the performers? I forgot about that part. So awkward. Hashtag first time. Okay, we'll be back. Someone else perform. Go ahead, Mike.
On the special ladies night, really? I don't know if he actually wants me to take him up on that.
I don't think so.
Probably not.
Nobody wants to hear from you.
I do.
Yeah, the other guy here wants to hear from me about that. Okay.
He performs every other Tuesday. If you'd like to come.
My only talent is the ranting game, so.
The ranting game. What's that?
Ranting game.
Oh, we give her a topic that might irritate her, and she can just.
Well, actually, it doesn't even have to be a topic that might irritate me. It's like Scott just literally does the most random words, and then I have to come up with a 30-second rant about it on the spot.
I like it.
Just like your own personal debate club.
Exactly. Exactly.
No, girlfriend's got soapboxes just surgically attached to her feet there. So.
Yes. And there's so much rage roiling inside.
Fluoride or no fluoride?
Mm.
No one knows.
No one knows.
No one knows. I'm sure it's a.
It's like so weird. I grew up with fluoride.
Yeah.
Fluoride bottles in the house.
It comes in bottles?
I thought so.
They keep trying to give me fluoride treatments at the dentist.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think they'll do that.
I would get fluoride treatments in school, which was weird.
Isn't this stuff you had to swish around for
Yes.
like a couple minutes and they timed it?
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, that's
Oh, that
right.
stuff was disgusting.
Yep.
They never did that in my school.
I can't
I
find
didn't do
it.
that to you.
They would test my hearing and my vision, but never my
We had to
teeth.
do it. I
That,
remember.
that unlocked a core memory. Wow, I hadn't thought about that. And
I haven't either. That's
Yeah.
crazy. I know. I hadn't either.
no, that's some cash.
It's all the way up
shit.
to but right?
That's some
Yeah,
bloating
that's
shit.
I learned to brush teeth in second grade. They taught there in Ohio. I lived in
Yeah.
Ohio. They taught
It's a-
brushing.
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
In case anyone had missed.
So Becca, Andy, is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
correct.
Thanks. Got the follow. Thank you,
Yes.
by the way.
Yes.
And if you're gonna give us a listen,
Aunt, and
Yes.
if
I
it-
suggest
you were-
episode
they get
5
ran
or
into
later.
it.
Because
Yeah.
the first 4
Was it
recording audios,
it's
and all that.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you guys
know
know
Wes?
Pardon me?
Do you guys know Wesley?
Yeah, you guys, I think over 30 feet
She knows him from stand up.
So,
Okay.
so which one was my husband
Yeah,
again?
he's having a little like housewarming thing.
Oh,
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Super fun. Then
yeah,
show me
that recording was
terrible.
Yeah.
Super excited to be here.
Yeah, this is great.
Where
Yeah.
do you guys live?
Part of the problem is that he's
We used to
naturally
live
loud,
in the right
and
years.
the one
We moved
mic
up
we had, and we have
Northern
now have
California.
multiple
Oh, okay,
mics.
years ago.
Even though most of our interviews
10
are
years
Zooms,
now. Yeah, wow.
the occasional
Time
in
flies.
person.
That is wild.
One mic, he was the closest
How do
one
you guys
to it,
like
so the
it?
sound was.
I like it's kind of
yeah.
See,
It's
there's
like
Yeah.
even,
like
so it
fun.
sounds like
And
he's
I mean, it's
shouting at
interesting.
everybody, and then like everybody else.
I'm sure
Testing,
you,
testing.
yeah,
I'm
from
just all
California.
like,
Yeah.
with this, I don't need.
Oh wait, it got
I'm sure you
It got flipped.
Like, so Windsor's
Hello?
California.
Alright, yeah.
It's
Really good stories. We got sound quality garbage. so-
testing. Nope. Okay, so a few announcements that I forgot. Why are there things hanging up on your walls, H, you weirdo? It is kind of like a silent auction. You do not have to look in the bags and see if you want any of it. I'm throwing a big party on the 30th for Trans Day of Visibility. And so if someone isn't interested in it today, then it'll be auctioned off. But I will do a little spiel at the end. And you have time now to open up the bags and see. The numbers are the minimum amount because that bag right there has over $120 worth of stuff. The actual bag itself is made by a trans artist called The Trans Artist, and he has an Etsy page. You've probably seen a lot of his flags and other things. It's quite beautiful. But then there's also a DNA testing kit, which alone is $100. So if you want to do 23andMe, so you can open that up and see if you're interested. The bag over there is the cheaper one, right by Megan. It's $20 minimum. And then there's a bag behind the door, which is a bunch of other stuff. So feel free after the show is over, after the headliner, which is Kayla. We'll probably wrap up the actual comedy part around 8:25, and then we'll mingle and you guys can take a look. And again, you're under no obligation. There's also little things up here. You can grab my cards. If you felt very entertained and you wanted to tip anyone, you can actually scan it and then put who you want to tip. Like, you can have a favorite child and no one else will know because it's coming to me and I'll get that money to them. So do you know what I mean? And again, this is still proof of concept, so I keep amending things, but that's how I'm doing it now as a team of one. So basically, and if there's anything you want to buy, there's stickers, it's all honor system. I have little grab bags in the back, in that blue thing, and you just scan the code, make a little donation from $1 to whatever you want, and just grab some swag. The notebooks over here and the pens, those are already free, so just grab them behind Mike. If you want the grab bags, which includes more notebooks and stickers and pens, then just make a little donation. That's it. So that's the spiel.
Sweet.
Oh yeah, welcome.
Hi, thank you.
Hey guys. Hi. How did you guys hear about it?
Instagram.
No way.
Yeah.
Cool. Does anyone know these people?
No.
Okay, cool. Sweet. I'm H. I'm the host, the awkward host.
Good to meet
What's
you.
your name?
Josue. It's Josue.
Josue.
Yeah.
Josue. And your name?
I'm Nicole.
Nicole.
Yeah,
Okay.
nice to meet you.
Nicole and Josue.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sit. We're about to get started, but
Thank you, everybody.
first, you guys want to grab some drinks and some snacks and chill. The bathroom's in the hallway.
Okay.
If a door is closed, don't open it because there's either cats there or my dad, and neither one of them want to meet strangers. So if a door's closed, danger. Basically, you're gonna meet an 80-year-old crazy guy or a really scratchy cat. So, and I'm live streaming this. I think, yeah, totally.
That's a good thing.
Awkward. Yeah. So I lived out east for 12 years, so I have a bunch of friends who wanted to come. Obviously they can't because we live in Maryland. So I'm live streaming it for them. And now I have my watch on. So 6 minutes to showtime. And then I'll give the official blurb, which will be equally as awkward. So you can make yourself at home for the next 6 minutes. Awkwardness guaranteed.
Yeah.
This is where I want this. Oh right, and I can move this Megan so we can have. So this is like the whole back with the stuff. Oh, you meant while you want to stay.
Oh, nice. For something in particular, like the goal you have.
What was that?
Your doctor said that?
Yes, like you need to know.
It's so hard.
It is. It really is. I can't find me
Forever. Some people say that you're supposed to be drinking like over a gallon a day.
I know. It's like yeah, ice is right. This is
So they talks to me for showing their strength.
Yeah. Oh, that's like the time.
Yes,
I
it
love
actually
that.
is quite funny.
Yeah. That's kind of nice. But then I'm like, my whole entire day is consumed by drinking water.
Right.
And I focus on it.
Yes, exactly.
No, but I didn't see the.
Alpine is beautiful though.
I mean,
We don't like it, yeah, because I like the
You're not
mountains
taking
and
that
stuff.
attention.
Where
You're
do you
taking
guys from?
other attention.
I live in Vineyard, and she lives in Sandy,
Okay.
and so we a little over half an hour away, but pretty late for work. Yeah, where are you from?
Why did you guys move up
Alpine,
here?
okay.
That's a really good question.
I was on the American court this morning, so I was coaching some soccer games. Yeah, little ones, so
Come here, I'll
yeah, over at American court.
It's fun to start. The weather's good enough to start.
Yeah, it really is. Today is our first outdoor game of the spring, so we're excited.
The snow melted.
It did. It snowed on Wednesday,
I love Utah.
and
I
so
definitely like
field
took
was
for granted,
closed.
I think growing up.
And
You're like,
then
and you know, like
for Thursday practice, it didn't snow, but there was still snow along the edges,
I kind of leave and then come back and
it was so cold. And it wasn't any crazy wind or anything. It was just the snow on the edges that made it to where
We
it
don't have
was
so much
cold.
fun just like going
But
Like that.
yeah, no, it's
Yes.
done.
There's so many national parks you can do so much.
No, absolutely not.
California's also beautiful.
Where's that?
California's also beautiful.
Yeah,
I
I do
really-
miss.
I would.
Elements of California.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
But yeah.
Have you gotten used to winters then?
We haven't. I think it's fun because there's always
a little.
you get tired of it, you know something else is coming. You know, so it's kind of been fun that way. And I like haven't yeah. We're talking weather, maybe.
I was like, get up there.
You just volunteer? Do you have a kid on the team or?
No, it's just it's a side job type of thing. It's
They
like,
pay
you know, they do sometimes, but it's
Really? Like, it's like, is it youth soccer or is it like a traveling team?
it's club. It is club.
It's club, so they pay you.
Yeah, but it's one of the younger ages. Though, so
What's that?
it's one of the younger ages. So we went to St. George, but not necessarily like to other states, and
Yeah, yeah.
maybe that'll come later on. Oh, these
I
times.
was I was a center forward high school soccer player.
Oh, were ya?
And didn't quite make it in college.
Yeah.
I moved from Ohio to Florida when I was a sophomore, and the high school team in Florida, in Ohio, won the state championship team, and the team in Florida made it to district.
Oh, nice.
So I was big into soccer, and when I graduated from school, I moved to California. I didn't know anybody, so I volunteered to be a coach,
Okay.
just like you are.
Yeah.
But it was weird. I was the coach of a rec team, and none of the parents or dads wanted to be the head coach. They were all like, so I said, I'll be the coach. So it gave me something to do because I didn't know anybody.
Yeah.
I was new in the town, and it was all these. The parents were like,
Yeah.
wow, you know.
I'm 36. I was
My
36
team.
yesterday.
The reason none of the dads wanted to
Yeah,
coach
but you
because
look
none of them
maybe
had any sports knowledge,
Uh-huh.
and none of the kids did either. We were terrible. But the first game we won because I haven't coached up really well, but this game's
The day was
just, you know, the talent level just, we couldn't kick
Hey,
the
well,
ball.
good thing you're so tall.
It was really tough.
Yeah.
So the parents were getting down on me, and I'm like, you kids, they don't run. You know, they don't,
Yeah.
okay,
Even I'm not seeing it. It's like,
Yeah.
it was all these Cupertino, California.
So
It's all these
Right.
engineers.
You have like
Yeah.
a mirror.
Yep. Silicon Valley, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
trying to do a
So
little
they just have really cool
It-
sports.
Growing up with sports, you know.
Thanks
You,
for you do
you were in the Bay Area for this then?
I really
Yeah,
Yeah.
we met in the Bay Area. We were there 30 years. And
Yeah.
moved here about 10 years ago.
You moved here about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And you were living in Cupertino, or where were you living?
I lived in Palo Alto is where we met. Now, but we raised our family in
Pleasant Bay, yeah.
So I grew up in Oakland.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I grew up in Belmont.
Hey, Alexa.
Belmont?
Not like San Mateo.
Ladies first by
Yeah, that's where I grew up,
Latifah.
and then we raised our kids in Pleasant, and it was just kind of inland a little bit.
Okay, yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, Palo Alto's where Stanford is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Alexa.
We did not know that.
Yeah, okay, yeah, neither did I.
Ladies first by Queen Latifah.
Ladies first.
So yeah, so you're living out here now?
Yeah, I live.
How do you like it compared to the Bay Area?
I like it a lot. I mean, just thought about Oakland was a little on the harder side.
get started.
It's a lot safer here.
Yeah.
But I like both. I like both. Everything about it.
Yeah, me too.
Break you, take you, snap and try to rhyme. Can you relate to it? The roots will make your house spring. It's from your queen. It's really the things I'm about to do. That's what I am about to do.
Yeah, very
You got a daughter?
Ladies first, yes? I know the Lord will agree with me. Not to be a woman, to be a with one. Because when it's not for loving, it's the woman that gets it. Strong, aesthetic, strong, but what you just went to the new generation of prophets that is late. Hey guys, we're gonna start. Look at the crowd, see small. Stand out on an old.
Let's see. This is still live, guys. Where should we put this? Sorry. Awkward. Oh, this is going to be the worst part of the footage. Maybe right here? Hey, guys, we're going to get started. Woo! Okay. Is that good? Hey, Echo. Stop music.
right? Who doesn't?
Yeah, awkward.
Okay.
Under the human experience.
There we go. So for anyone who's going to be at the mic later, remember it's like the alien predator, so you want the big head back so everyone can hear you. So if you guys notice that, just say, so turn it around! You know, just interrupt their set. Don't do that. I'm just kidding. Okay, so my name is Awkward H. It speaks for itself. I wrote myself, I was so nervous, I was like, I need to write myself a little card so I remember who I am. You know, I'm the host tonight, guys. I'm the host. This is the first time hosting. So,
You're H the host.
I'm H the host. Hopefully not the ghost anytime soon, but you never know, you know? Thoughts and gay bears. So, good, I got a lot. That's not even a bit. Write that down later. So the live streaming is also for me, because I have ADHD, obviously, right? So we have a really great lineup. These ladies are headliners in the whole area. The whole valley, actually, going down south to, Lehigh, Provo area, up north to Salt Lake. And you guys are getting 4 headliners for the price of 1. How awesome is that? You guys are so lucky. Yeah. So I just met Megan, but I've been stalking her online, not in a weird way, parents. It's what you do now when it's called networking. And so I saw her online through the network, through Helen, and also I saw Mike, and we didn't actually meet yet. But he thought we did, and that's why he came, so tricked ya! No. But I'm glad that he thought he knew me and did not suffer from stranger danger, right? But now you guys are all in a stranger's house, so. But actually, just so you know, you are safe. For 23 years, I worked for the federal government. I still have a top secret clearance. I actually resigned on November 19th, 2024, the eve of Transgender Day of Remembrance, because I decided to save my own life. That's not a bit. I cannot work for Voldemort again, so I gave up my career, and now I am a starving artist. So I came up with this idea in part to create a safe space for all marginalized people. We will still be honoring and celebrating the national DEI months. That is something, so diversity, equity, and inclusion, and still following the U.S. Constitution, which, again, I took a vow to protect and defend for 23 years. So that's still important to me. So I'll be doing workshops and classes here for the community for free or just inexpensive to teach people more about the Constitution. And just because I believe everyone should have access to education and just understand. But then also DEI-related stuff. One of the things I started for the federal agency I worked for, which, surprise, it was NSA, bitches! I was a spy, and I got permission to say that after before I resigned. Because the thing with the government, especially when you work in national security, they don't like it when you tell the security business, right? So there are a lot of checks and balances, or at least there were, before I quit. And so one of the things was you had to get your resume approved. And so I did that well in advance. As a data analyst, I saw the writing on the really, really sad wall. I crunched those numbers, and I was like, it's not looking good for, well, all minorities, especially the trans ones, which I am. And, trans power, wait, what? Yeah, yes, I don't know why everyone's out for us. I'm actually a veteran and I was a civil servant, so really, I would have taken a bullet for Lady Liberty. Now she can suck a bag of, volatile vulvas. For all I care right now. No, I'll still protect and defend. Yeah. So one of the things before I quit was I made a vagina joke at work in a military building where I heard penis jokes for days, guys. Penis jokes for days. One of my coworkers reported me anonymously because I told this bit. I'm going to do the bit that I told at work after I co-created the DEI program, came out as trans and said, follow me on my journey from lady to manly man, obviously, in my head. And then some biche reported me, some coward. And this is the joke. Here's my one bit for you guys, and then I will introduce Megan. I'm so excited. And she's excited. And she's ready to go. Here's the bit that got reported. You let me know later if you think this was report worthy, especially when you hear dick jokes every single day because you work for the military. Okay, so here's the joke. This is what got me in trouble. I got a verbal counseling. I identify as a tranny, or as I like to say, a manny with a fanny. Whoop, report that bitch. That's what happened. So I'm so proud of myself. I thought that was pretty awesome. That somebody reported me. So I miss protecting and serving, but instead of doing it with the country and the Constitution, we'll do it in West Valley, and we'll do it together. So that's hell yeah. Yeah, hashtag DEI never says die, like the Goonies. And now, if someone could just turn on the little pink thing back there and do just boop, 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 boop for Megan so she doesn't have to walk up here cold. And remember, Megan, hold it tight, grip it, so that we can all hear you. And that was not meant to be dirty. I don't know why that came out really bad, guys. I'm a flaming homosexual who dates most women.
If it was dirty,
if
it was dirty, I didn't get it.
Okay. It's the ex-sailor in my head. That sounds dirty. Okay. So go ahead and make some music, and then I will stop talking, and she can walk up. There we go.
I am not a spy, but I have to say that. I love that. Oh, hello.
Grip it.
So, yeah, I love that this isn't a house. I love that you didn't make me take my shoes off. I always forget that's a thing. They're like, take your shoes off. I'm like, you want me to take off my whole outfit? Outside, I was like listening to my voice memos, and I showed her. I'm like, this is what I'm listening to. It was just me saying, "You want me to take off my whole outfit?" My voice memos. I was just thinking, like, if someone found my phone out of context, like, I'm like, you can take my diary, but please let me explain everything first. Well, happy Women's Hysteria Month. Woo! I hear a lot of your body, my choice. And I just want to point out, your body, no one's choice. I think the most woman experience I've had is just like coughing in an office and like trying to die cutely, like. And it's like the water like will force itself out just barely enough, but then like slide back down. You're just like waterboarding yourself. I watched some guys in the office just like hack away. They're like the priest and the possessed in their own exorcism, like. And I'm just like so jealous. It's just a beautiful thing. Just like they just let it go, you know. My boyfriend said I was indecisive, and yeah, you know, he asked me like what I want to go eat at a restaurant. I'm like, aubergine. Oh no, actually, like let's go to KFC. No, actually, and he's like, you're so indecisive, right? And I'm like, what are you talking about? I just made like 6 decisions. Yeah, I had some jokes about my period before I knew my parents were gonna come, and it's fine. It's just like the amount of people here. I feel like I'm sitting down my dad to be like, all right, let's talk about my period for 5 minutes. That's still on, by the way.
I just cut it.
Okay. This is part of the show for.
You gotta turn it around so you speak into the.
No. Thanks for that.
It doesn't matter much.
Is it going?
Is it not working?
Oh, that.
Yeah, it looks like an alien, so you're right.
God doesn't want the
Testing.
period
Oh,
jokes.
Maybe you. Testing. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
She's a
right.
fidgeter, too. Don't fidget with the button, Megan. She turned it off.
Where was I, Dad?
You're gonna tell some comma jokes, I think. Some comma explanations.
I feel uncomfortable saying period, so maybe whenever I need to say it, like I'll point to you and you can say it for me.
Alright.
That'll make everyone more comfortable.
Period.
I do this all the time.
You need a napkin?
I feel like I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Yeah, this is character building. I love like there's something beautiful about it. Like I already over empathize with like objects and stuff, and just now I won't get into what's going on here right now, but I will say that hormonally I am technically at my least attractive. But yeah, I'll be like reading a magazine and see an ad, and like I'll see a cup, and I'm like, it looks like it's trying its best. It's like no one needs me to think about it the rest of the day. Not even him, but like, yeah. I think it's like a portal into like real feelings. So you know what I mean? I just get to like project it and see it through the cups experience. But, speaking of cups, can I get some water? Yeah. Thank you. Perfect.
Yeah. You're doing great, Megan. Yeah.
Let's see. Got some good notes here. Oh, actually, I wrote it down here. Very subtle. Does anyone read hieroglyphics? Yeah, I love how, like I know, what are they called?
Periods.
Yes, are like gross, right? But I think they're so gross. But it just bothers me because I'm like, it hurts my feelings. Like, you guys love gross stuff. Like our one gross thing. This is where you whiz your line in the sand. Like gross things, right? It's like, you leave your ferret at my door, and it's like like there's supposed to be some solidarity there, right? Where it's like, oh, that's sick, but like, that's sick, you know? Yeah, you guys want to hear some women's news?
Yeah.
So I saw in the news, a woman was allegedly, I don't want to say what it was, but let's just say she's not going to be headed anywhere soon. She was beheaded. I told that joke once where it was a joke, sorry. I should have done it that way. Yeah, I just don't know like what more could have been done. I'm like, what more do you want us to do? That's the nice thing about dying is like people have to believe you. You know what I mean? I just love how it wasn't phrased like, you know, oh, like a man, allegedly a man beheaded her. It was like, allegedly she was beheaded. I'm pretty sure. Let's ask her. I don't know. Yeah, there's something to be said, like I remember I saw in the news, like, and we don't have to say who it was, but, you know, a crazy person, like, saved up their diarrhea in a bucket for 3 weeks in the hot Los Angeles sun and poured it on random citizens. And, like, I'll just say, like, on our behalf, like, again, it's not about blaming, I'm not going to say who it was, but, like, how can I confidently tell you, like, that just was not one of ours? Yeah. A lot of my friends are getting divorced now. I wish I knew, like, we were all just going to get divorced. I would have just gotten it over with if we knew we were going to all meet up back here later, you know? I feel like I'm missing out. It's funny because all my guy friends are coming to me like, hey, Megan, like, I'm single now, so we could date. And I'm like, oh, that's not why we weren't dating. About 5 minutes, I have a set I'm really excited to do, possibly with my parents there, but because the period stuff went so well, I just want to kind of end it on a high. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Great job, Megan.
Thank you.
Oops, awkward.
It's me, guys. It's me.
Woo, yeah! Yay! Okay. Oh, still the host, unfortunately. Okay. Yeah. So, a few things about me. Besides being awkward, I have other qualities.
Yeah, I can do it for you.
Let's see. Now I forgot what they were. No, I'm just kidding. So I've been doing comedy for about a year now, and I still identify as an open mic comic. That's okay. You know, like, you don't just become a pilot, you know? You gotta go through school. I don't see why everyone's like, I'm gonna get up on stage and I'm so funny. You know, you gotta work it, right? But I've been writing for over 10 years. So I have published books, and apparently I'm quite hilarious just living life, as you guys have witnessed. You can send me those tips if you enjoyed that at all. I'm just kidding. But no, speaking of marriage, I've actually been married twice, and to two different beautiful women, not at the same time. This is Utah, so I feel like I have to say that explicitly. And I've also been divorced twice, because that's how math works. You know what I mean? Yeah. I go by Awkward H. It's self-explanatory, but also I like to say it's what my friends call me, and by that I mean it's what I call myself. It actually upsets some of my friends that identify as awkward. One buddy said, H, you're not awkward, you're just weird. And I'm like, dude, I know that's a synonym. What am I, the president? No, I know that's a synonym. Worst English major ever. I know it's a cinnamon bear. Yeah, that's ruder. I'm just gonna throw that out there. You know, you can self-ID as weird, which I do, but I feel like it's ruder to say you're weird versus you're awkward. So, I mean, they're the same, right? I'm both. I know I'm the Portland, Oregon, and the Austin, Texas of my friend group. I've been keeping it weird since 1980. And so if you're struggling with that math, yes, I'm 44. never make your email the age that you are, okay? So I just get harassed and shamed that my email is age 27 at Gmail. You know what I mean? Because now I'm like, bitch, I'm age 44 now, you know? So don't do that, you know? Okay. So I'm really excited to introduce our next comic, Helen. I'm going to do some music for you, so get set up. I met Helen. She actually helped me out last year. So around this time last year, I launched my second book on Trans Day of Visibility. As a trans artist, I threw a party at this place called Wasatch Commons Co-Housing. I don't know if you've heard about it. It's not a cult or like this weird love shack people think it is. It's just co-housing, so you share some amenities. And Helen was one of the comics I hired. And it was really cool that I was able to do that because that's when I was a Fed, you know? So now she's paying me. No, I'm just kidding. I wish that's how it works, guys. That's not how it works. I'm paying all of them. And by that, I mean your tickets, you guys are helping pay the performers tonight. And that is the whole purpose of this. But I'm really excited for you to meet her and to hear her story. And then hopefully you will follow her on Instagram and all of these comics. Okay, so I'm going to do the music for you, and then she's going to walk up. It's awkward because it's a team of one. But 1 second. Let me be the musician real quick. Okay, guys. Okay, hold on, because not all comedians like to be... Okay, go ahead.
Thanks, H. There's a reason I don't have my birth year in my email address. It's because I was born in 1969. H. Anderson 69 is not the message I want to send out. Hey, how about a round of applause for Women's History Month at the Two Kind Collective? AKA, let's burn the patriarchy down! But in a kind, nice, friendly way. Tonight, we get to talk about how special it is to be women. And there are a lot of advantages, right? Right? Okay, the pay isn't great. But you can get off the Titanic faster. And tonight we get to celebrate women who are in male-dominated fields, like the post office. That was a dad joke for you. Actually, I didn't expect it to go over well, so I was going to say that's a dad joke. See how the patriarchy hurts everyone? But it would be great if we had more women in different fields, like video game creation, right? Video games. Imagine if we had more women designing video games. Then we would have games like Call of Diaper Duty, games where you up level every time you pay your child support. Take that Mario Kart to the grocery store with 3 screaming kids. That would be rated M for mature. Okay, so can I talk about how hard it is to be a woman? All right? Put a finger down if you have ever forgotten that you had a tampon in until a few days later when you were trying to ride your bike. Okay. I was in high school and I lifted my leg to get on my bike and I felt it. And I thought, wait, my period ended a week ago. Or so I thought. Okay. Megan, I found where the line is.
I'm trying here, I'm trying.
Put a finger down if you took out a tampon and found another one behind it. Like having twins.
Is this real?
This is real. I've had 4 kids, okay? So there's a lot of space in there. I could do like a magician's scarf trick, okay? Clearly, I have a problem, and I think I have a condition called tampnesia. Can you forget you have a tampon in? Okay, put a finger down if you took out a tampon and buried it in the middle of a cornfield while you were detasseling corn, because that's the best way to make money as a teenager in Iowa.
I'm from Nebraska.
Oh, yeah, what detasseling is, right? Right, okay, but don't worry, because it was organic. Or part of it was. It was at least non-GMO. All right, put a finger down if you inserted a tampon in the bathroom at work, and as you tried to throw away the tubing covered with your bodily fluids, you accidentally dropped it, and it rolled into the stall next to you, all the way up to the shoe of the woman in that stall. And they were really cute shoes. And you had to stick your entire forearm in the other stall to grab it and throw it away. And you prayed that you never see those shoes again. This is all true.
It's on the floor.
Okay, how about a round of applause for the men who are here tonight? Thank you. My husband's not here because he's older and he needs his rest. We're 14 years apart, which at our age isn't a big deal, but some people had a problem with it when I was 10. Okay, now that is not real. No, it's a second marriage for both of us. And when we got married, a lot of people threw around the term gold digger, but I want you to know, my husband did not marry me for my money. But I'm glad I'm married because I'm really bad at dating. In fact, dating me is like dating a tampon. If you don't take me out, I'll kill you. All of those things that happened that were true, those were not the most embarrassing things that have ever happened to me. I'm going to tell you the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me. Okay? So I'm an attorney, and when I graduated from law school, I got a job at a personal injury firm, and
I'm still on the tampon. I'm thinking of the bike, personal injury.
I like how you connect the dots. So anyway, I got a job at a personal injury law firm, and that was easy. All it took was one call. That's all. That didn't work out very well, though. And well, the reason is, I'm just going to say it. I was discriminated against for farting. More than once.
I ain't no women farted.
Megan? So first, I'm gonna tell you about it a couple times. But first, have you ever noticed how sometimes something that smells really bad at first for a second can smell good? Mm-hmm. So one time I was in my office and I was eating my lunch and when I was done, I just pushed it aside and I went back to work. And then my coworker came in. Oh no, before my coworker came in, I felt a fart coming on. And I didn't know if it was going to be a smelly fart, but it didn't matter because I was alone in my office. And so I let it go, and it was toxic. And then my coworker came in, and he said, what's that smell? What'd you have for lunch? That smells great. And I said, some ham I brought from home. So then I think he figured it out. But he didn't let on, and I didn't let on, and we chatted, and he left. But the next time, it was a different kind of fart. So I was working on a jury trial with one of the partners, and I really, really wanted to impress him. So I was wearing, I was dressed for court. I was wearing a skirt and pantyhose. Do you remember pantyhose? Yeah, okay. And so during the lunch break, we went to eat at a Mexican restaurant. And the rest of the day, I had terrible gas. And I was just fighting like hell to keep it in the courtroom. But I think what happened was some of it leaked out. And it got trapped by the pantyhose. And pushed up my vagina. Because what happened next was there was kind of a break in a lull where no one moved, but it was quiet for a minute, and I excused myself to go to the bathroom. And when I took that first step, something happened that had never happened before, and I had no control over. Okay, that gas came out of my vagina and made a fart noise. An audible vagina fart. I think the legal term is queef. And it sounded like this. And the courtroom was silent. And the judge was like right there. And my partner was right there. And the jury was over there. And the clients were right behind me. And I just thought, oh my gosh, what just happened? That's so humiliating. Maybe if I just ignore it and they won't be sure what they heard and we'll forget about it. So then I took another step. 5 vagina farts later. I finally got out of there. And, we won the case. But I didn't make partner. And you can't recover from that. So now I'm an attorney for a multi-level marketing company that sells essential oils. And that may not sound very impressive to you, but I'll tell you, if you ever find yourself in jail, let me know. Because I have an oil for that. Thank you very much. You can follow me on Helen Anderson Comedy on Instagram.
Great job. I keep losing the pink thing. Did I move it, guys?
It's right here.
It's all right. It's all right. You don't need it. I don't need it. Okay. You're not gonna cancel me if I don't have music for you. Trying to keep everyone happy, guys. Keep it
I want you to
flowing.
use it.
Okay. Thank you, Dad. It's me again, alas. Okay, that was amazing. See, isn't it great? So let's see. Megan, what is your handle?
Oh, Meg Bean, like jelly bean wand.
Okay, I'll put that on the Facebook page. I'll put everyone's handles if you found out about us through the network and online, Instagram. I'll make sure everyone has that so you can start following them. Okay, so let's see. Any more bits? You know what? I want to keep the momentum up, and I feel like I already talked too much. So I would love to introduce our next comic. Andrea, actually, a lot of people saved the day. Apparently, I'm just a derelict. I don't know why all these stories start like this. She ended up being my headliner. I did a Pride show last year at, where did we do it? The Pearl on Main in Midvale. They wanted to branch out into comedy, so we were their first comedy show. The guy's my mechanic. It was totally like, hey, you want to do comedy? Do you like the gays? And then it happened, and then I was like, wait, I'm in charge of this? So it was a bit of a disaster, but I didn't know what I was doing. It shouldn't have happened, and yet it brought us all together. And Andrea ended up being the headliner for the night. I had actually scheduled her for the last person before the headliner, but I knew that the headliner might be MIA because I'm a data analyst. That headliner is not in this room. We are no longer friends. And she just left. So Andrea stepped up and she closed the show, and it was amazing. And that's really when I saw what she's capable of and just what an amazing comic she is. And I've been stalking her online as well. Yep. Now I know. So without further ado, here comes Andrea Morton. I hope you guys have lots of laughs. Woo!
That's not real brick. That's not real brick.
Okay. Don't sue me, guys. Wait, we've got a lawyer here. Okay.
Got that on film.
What's up, everyone? Hi, I'm Andrea Morton. I am trans. I'm a trans woman. Pretty diverse comedy show, but we still have someone with a dick on this stage. So, okay, we don't like that. All right. What, you don't want me to invalidate myself in front of you? My Instagram commenters would love it. Hi. I don't want to use this microphone. I've been on this whole journey of like self-acceptance and whatever, but I'm also trying to lose weight so I can get bottom surgery. If you don't know what bottom surgery is, there's multiple surgeries that trans people can get. This one's the one on the bottom. That's a joke. I'm trying to lose weight to get bottom surgery because doctors won't let me get it unless I lose weight, which is kind of weird. It's kind of like the doctors are saying, you want a pussy, but are you really going to use it? I mean, you can't see down there anyway. What's the big deal? Okay, that joke always makes audiences feel weird. Which I think is funny because I'm the one saying it. People are like, that sounds really hard for you. That's okay, I don't fuck. I posted that online. Got a lot of weird comments on Instagram, whatever. Some people went with the basic, like, you're a man, or that's a man. As if I'm not on stage talking about my dick. Like, they solved it, y'all. The world's greatest detectives out there. Someone said, he can't get one the right way, so he has to get one surgically. Yeah, that's how it works. That's the point of the surgery. Little grammar issue, but whatever. Someone said, it's a shame to see the audience supporting the mentally ill like this. And I wasn't sure if they were talking about trans people or stand-up comedians. I do deal with mental illness. I've been trying to like figure out how to make this into a joke where it's like, I do struggle with mental illness, but like transitioning is the best thing I've ever done for my mental health. It's like, I was very depressed for a long time. I still deal with suicidal ideation. It's not like a threat anymore, but like if I do, do it, if I didn't do it, I don't want at my funeral people to be like, Andrea lost her battle with depression. I really think it would be better if people were like, after a years-long fight, Andrea finally succeeded in her battle against herself in victory. Okay, we don't like that. She is in Valhalla now.
Oh my God.
For her glorious victory. I thought that was very funny. It's weird. It's a weird world. I'm trans. Back on track. I'm trans. I'm transgendered. No, people don't know how to interact with me. People are weird to me. So I'm not serving cunt all the time, as the drag queens say. People don't know what to do. Sometimes I'll be getting like served coffee or something, and the people in front of me will be getting served, and the barista will be like, "Here you go, sir. Here you go, ma'am," and then they'll see me and be like, "Here you go, friend." I don't know. People are weird to me. Like sometimes, like the people who struggle the most are like well-meaning liberals. They see me and they're like, "This is a test. I could lose my woke card here." Sometimes people are even weirder. Someone came up to me after a comedy show and said to me, "We know you're a man, but not with those legs. Damn, girl." I've never received such supportive hate in my life. There's laws being passed. There's new laws being passed. What's his name? Passed a law or an executive order making it, clarifying that there are two genders in America, male and female, which is like, it sucks. Whatever. That's shitty. But like, also it's like kind of cool for a certain subsect of non-binary people who are super nerdy and lame and are now suddenly punk rock and illegal. Alright, not funny. Where's the 15 seconds back button? A law last year in Utah was passed where trans people are not allowed to use their chosen changing room in municipal buildings and government buildings. And I swim at like a city pool. So I don't know what to do. I guess I legally have to pee in the pool. I was going to anyway.
Fight the power.
I think we're gonna be okay. It's a weird time, but I think we're gonna be okay. I was at I work with kids. I work with teens, and this cis boy got mad at me. I feel like I'm so hateful when I say that, and it's okay. It's not your fault. This cis boy came up to me and he got pissed off at me. He got so mad, and he threw down his water bottle, and he was like, "I can't be near that fat bitch!" And I was like, "Yeah, dude, that's my gender exactly." All right, I'm Andrea. Thank you.
Amazing. Great job. Okay, it's my part again. Okay, guys. Wasn't she awesome? Yeah. Follow her on the socials. Like I said, like the others, she's headlining across the valley. She just had a show recently. I am so excited. Okay, do you need that music thing too? Or
Yeah.
Okay, actually she can sing. So she can just sing her way up here after I give a little intro. So, I have known Kayla now for almost a year. We actually met when we toured Vegas together. Basically, last year, I won an open mic, because like I said, I'm an open mic person, comic, right? And so I won the battle of the open mic. They gave me $250 in cash. It was at Redemption, by the way, if you're wondering. They're like, "How do we get that?" And then I felt really lucky, and they invited me to Vegas. I'm like, yeah. So we went and we did, 12 open mics there in Vegas and Sin City. And so we stayed in an Airbnb together with, there were 6 of us. And so that's how we got to know each other. And then, she's been a great friend. She's also a talented artiste. So she made this tie-dye shirt. She has her own business. And so I'll put that info and her handle on all the socials for you guys. But without further ado, here is Kayla Stone, your headliner!
One more time for H, you guys, and opening up his wonderful health trust to serve this purpose tonight. I noticed your husband went outside. Does he already know that I'm going to take such a big joke?
He hasn't recalled.
He already knows I'm going to talk about fucking cucumbers. Meg said earlier, she's like my parents are kind of Mormon, but like they seem kind of like open-minded, and they've been to like a comedy rumble and stuff before. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to try to tone it down as much as I possibly can. But if I talk about I've already talked about fucking cucumbers, you know? So that's on the agenda. Meg's not even in here to give her yes, yay, or nay. So we're just going to roll with it. How's that? Hell yeah. I do have to say, I am not trans, you guys. All right? I'm not trans. I've been confused for that recently. There's nothing wrong with being trans. I love everybody. I'm just not one of them, all right? So stop thinking that. I just got laser hair removal over my entire body recently and got some fake titties. Fake titties, you guys. That's not helping the transness at all, I know. Crazy that you can put anything on a payment plan these days, including plastic surgery. So these aren't technically mine yet. So I have 63 payments on Afterpay to go until they're mine. And then they're mine, and they're all mine after that. Yeah, you guys, I just turned 36 yesterday. Thank you. 36, I managed to make it to 36 without the 3 B's. No baby daddies, no abortions, and no Botox. Anyone else in the crowd can say that? Anyone else? Hell yeah. What are you, like 22, girl? You got a ways to go. You got some time to serve. You got some miles to put on you. No, 36. I managed to make it to 36. I am about 20 years past my age in Utah years. So, I grew up Mormon, alright? I was Mormon from the time I was 14 to the time I was 22. So, I've been immersed in the culture. I do have to say, though, I think that... anyone here like doing drugs beside these people? Anyone else like drugs? Just me? Okay, cool. Joseph Smith, you can't tell me that Joseph Smith, being 14 years old and finding himself in a fucking forest, a freaking forest, excuse me. He found himself in a freaking forest at 14 years old. You tell me that the dude didn't eat some mushrooms before he saw those angels? And then he looked into a hat with some rocks in it to try to translate shit? That dude was 100% on mushrooms, if you ask me. No, drugs are cool though. I like drugs every now and again. I just know that I probably shouldn't have kids because I like drugs. You know? I'm 36, like I said, man, should make it this far without kids. I'm not putting that in jeopardy anytime soon. No, I think kids have like stupid music too, you know? It was like, oh, you love all kinds of music? No, you don't. You don't listen to kids' music. You don't be going down the street, you listen to Wheels on the Bus go round and round for fun. Alright, you don't do that. I think that kids' music has like a lot of underlying themes too. They're like, don't listen to music today, like it has a lot of bad things. They say a lot of sexual bad things. Have you ever listened to fucking 5 Little Ducks Went Out One Day? Over the hill and far away, Mother Duck said quack, 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 but only 4 little ducks come back. That's the only effort that she has to putting into finding her children. Quack, 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 oh no, there goes another one. By the end of the song, there are 0 little ducks. No one is calling CPS on this bitch. I'm just saying, there's some abandonment issues that are coming along with these songs. There's also 10 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One falls off and bumps his head. Mama calls the doctor. The doctor says, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. And subsequently, she allows all other 9 fucking monkeys jumping on the bed to receive head injuries. And the only thing that the doctor can say about it is like, tell him to stop. I don't know. stop. Don't bring them in for evaluations or anything. Don't bring them in for x-rays or MRIs to make sure their heads are okay. No, just let them keep going. I think they're in collusion. The mama monkey and the doctor, she's like, how can we get rid of these babies? How can we get rid of these fucking babies? Just tell them to keep jumping. I don't know. So one by one, they're all gone. Then she just has 10 deficient baby monkeys on her hands that all have head injuries, and no one's calling CPS on this bitch. No one's doing anything about it. Yeah, there's another one too. It's like there were 10 in the bed, and the little one said, "Roll over, roll over." So they all roll over, and one falls out. What a selfish little bitch! That little one in the bed is calling all the moves. Roll over. I don't have enough room. Yeah, of course. There's 10 of you in the fucking bed, bitch. You guys are poor. Obviously, you have to share. And all of them end up on the floor, and at the end of the song, the little one says, "I'm lonely." You think? You just knocked your 9 siblings out of the bed so you could have all the fucking room, and now you're lonely. Piece of shit. Yeah, I don't fuck with kids' music. Do not do that. Let's see, you guys. We have some depressed people in the crowd. Yeah, you don't sound that depressed to me. Wooing and shit. All drugs. It's the drugs. The drugs, yes. The drugs is making it better for sure, 100%. A couple years ago, I was feeling some type of way, you know. Instead of reaching out to my family and friends, like people closest to me, I decided to call the suicide hotline. Anyone else ever called the suicide hotline before? Yeah. Just me? Yeah, it kind of just sucks when they give you the whole music right off the bat. They're like, "Please stay on the line. Your life is important to us. The next available person will help you." And then they hit you with that stupid hold music that's like, I'm like, should I freestyle to this right now? Is that gonna make me feel better? They should choose something way more inspirational, like that Wilson Phillips song. You know, like, "Hold on for one more day. I know that there's pain." No, so they hit you with the and I'm like, is that Michael Myers behind me? Is that Jason Voorhees? Because that would solve the problem that we're dealing with. We need to have a triage for that shit too. Like, press 1 if you have a gun in your mouth. Press 2 if you're currently sitting in your garage with the car on. Press 3 if you're sitting in a bathtub with a toaster nearby. They just need a triage. That way they can know who to help first. You know, that's what I think. Fucking hold music, dude. Oh yeah. Let's see. I've been single for a while. We got any single people in the crowd? Oh, cool. You guys are all booed up. That's fucking cool. Just me. I'm single. I was single for 10 years, you guys. 10 years. Woo! It's a long time to be racking up some bodies. You know what I'm saying? Burying all these bodies in the yard next to my house. So I can go visit them later on. You know? Killing these dudes in mid-coitus, their dicks are so hard. They're like blackers, like you're like 4.5 inches. We call that the boneyard, you guys. There is nothing harder than a rigor mortis penis, I'll tell you what. Nothing stays harder, especially if you involve it right, alright? That's right, these are jokes, I'm not fucking dead people, okay? Someone did come up to me after a show I had a Wise Guys, they were like, "You could just be like a serial killer hiding in plain sight." And I was like, you would know, I'm no Gypsy Rose Blanchard, alright? Making these plans and let someone else do it for them? No, that's not me. That's not me. No, my sister's worried about me because I've been single for so long. She's like, you should try this new dating app I've heard of. It's called writeaprisoner.com. She really suggested 100%. This is true. She was like, those dudes have nothing else to do besides listen to you, though. So that's the most loyal you're gonna get. They have nothing else to do besides listen to you. So I went on the website out of curiosity. Spent like 2 hours looking up people, men and women, because I'm pansexual. All right, I'm not trans, but I am pans. Okay. And I will fuck anything that walks or doesn't walk, including people in wheelchairs. Anyone here ever had intercourse with a person in a wheelchair before? Also just me? We had a one-night stand, like one of us could stand anyway. Kind of sucked that he was like newly paralyzed, though he'd only been paralyzed for like less than a year. And I just let him go to town. On me. Like, I walked away with crazy bruises on my neck. And I was like, give those hands a little bit stronger, you know? Give a couple more rotation, a couple more years of that, and you can really finish the job. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna die, I want to go out a cool way. I'm not gonna die in a car accident or some shit. Someone's gonna choke me to death after being in a wheelchair for a year. That's what's gonna happen to me. Oh, God. Oh, I can tell these people are really loving that shit. They're loving it. They're like, I'm just going to pretend like she didn't say that. I'm just going to pretend like none of that happened. Oh, all right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Meg. I'm sorry, the parents.
I'm trying to think of a comeback and nothing's coming.
Nothing. You got nothing. Well, if you
I got nothing.
If you do find something, please let me know because I would love to hear it. I would love to hear it.
Trying to reach to the universe to figure it out. It's not coming. It's not coming.
We got a couple more minutes. Give us some time.
Yeah.
Sit on it. You know.
I just know not to get in a wheelchair.
You're not like subject to being like fondled and stuff just because you're in a wheelchair. All right, that's not the criteria.
That was your the binoculars
that was
out
just
your
a scope
window.
of my experience in my existence.
I was picturing you in the mirror window with binoculars looking for guys in wheelchairs or something.
That's not my personality. I'm not like trying to take advantage of people that are weaker than me. This dude could kill me because of his hands around my throat. You think I'm the one at risk? He's a victim, bro? He's about to make me a victim. Holy shit. No, I appreciate that. That's concern. That's some concern. No, I appreciate that.
All my wheelchair friends.
Yeah, all the wheelchair friends, all the ones that are here tonight. Yeah. Every single one of us, for sure. Watch out for those people. People ask all the time, though, because I do stand up. They're like, you're going to have like a Netflix special someday? You're going to be on Hulu and shit? I'm like, I think I'm more likely to end up on Daylight NBC at this point. The first 48, I think that's the kind of special that I'm going to be getting. Oh, no, I don't date because I don't generally like a lot of people. Like, I used to date, like, straight edge people. Anyone here knows what that is, straight edge? They don't smoke, they don't drink, they also don't make women come. It says it in the title, straight edge. They just edge you the whole time. A lot of them have like a lot of tattoos and like mommy issues and stuff. And those big old like gauged earlobes. I'm like, I'm a fan of, like some foreplay and stuff. What am I supposed to do with an earlobe that's stretched like a fucking peach ring, dude? I have no idea. Stick my finger through it, like twirl it around. Does that feel good? Because it tastes like used rubber bands to me. I don't know. Alright, I will leave you with this joke, alright? One more joke. I used to have some interesting jobs back in the day. I used to do some chauffeuring. Not like Uber or Lyft or anything. I used to work for a chauffeur company. And I picked up this person one time. Eddie Vedder's wife. Her name is Jill Vedder. Eddie Vedder, you guys know like Pearl Jam?
Woo!
Oh, yeah. So you're not supposed to like talk to the people while you're in the car with them, you know, like you're supposed to do your job, drive, and that's it. So she got in the car, and it was like everything that I could do in my power to not ask her, like, did you only marry Eddie because you couldn't find a better man? When you guys got married and eventually had kids, was the primary brand of things that you use even flow? Eddie later had a daughter that transitioned to a man, and he also says, don't call him daughter. Whatever, you guys.
One more song.
I've also had a job as Cutco. Has anyone ever heard of Cutco before?
Knives.
All right, the knives. I used to do knives back in the day. I did a demonstration for a lady that used to live in my church one time. Unfortunately, she didn't end up buying from me. It was more unfortunate because her husband ended up getting murdered on Father's Day by their son with a knife. And I was like, bitch, you should have bought from me. Because my knives have a forever guarantee, unlike your husband's. And that's going to do it for me, you guys. My name's Taylor. Thank you so much to Ace. Thank you guys for being here. And thanks to all the comments. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Okay, more clapping for Kayla. So I guess I'll go over this awkward. Okay, she has to go because she works. She needs to run. In fact, did you do a pitch about if you guys want to do karaoke tonight? You're bored. She is the karaoke jockey at Copper Miner Saloon in Magna. I know you guys want to go to Magna next. So from 9 o'clock until
1 in the morning.
1 in the morning, you can kick it with Kayla. Get some drinks and some food stuff. Yeah. So, but with every headliner, I give them a gift that's tailored to them. So this is an investment in her tie-dye stuff. She's already seen it. She saw it last time. Remember?
Oh,
yeah. Oh, okay. So surprise! But there's black shirts, white shirts. Those are the only two colors. And then, I mean, I'm not rich, guys. You know, I just got one of each. And then there's coloring stuff. And then, I don't know, made her some business cards. So get her business card. She can open that up before and grab her business cards. Because I'm the merch guy, guys. So if you need business cards, hire me, right? You got it?
Higher age, guys. Higher age.
I also sell fannies because remember I'm the Manny with the fanny. I'll be selling this at my launch party on the 30th, which will be here at 5 p.m. until 7 p.m. free. Just look for the Facebook things or just show up. Just show up at 5, you know, and you can purchase a fanny. But it's got some swag in there. Woo, woo. And then this is just like to save the monies. It's from Temu, guys. It really came. It's not Wish.com. Yay! So I checked it out, and Temu is awesome. So she has to run, but yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was a great show. You guys are awesome.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's not a real wall, guys.
Oh
no! So this is why I call myself awkward. Okay. So oops, I did that. Yeah, so now it's just Mingle's time. You can walk around. You can have some more snacksies. As an introvert, I didn't want to book it too tight. You know, I'm a Virgo too, and so I could guys. Do you know Virgos? We're like boom, boom, boom. That's what I did for the government. I didn't want to do that to you guys. So you can stay, you can leave. I have little tokens for you guys, so you can come to any show if you see. It really means a lot that you came out tonight to support. So I'm going to give you a free little thing. So come to any show or workshop. I'm going to have a concert tomorrow, so my friends are going to have an acoustic band here tomorrow. So you can come tomorrow if you want, but you just show it to me. I'll remember. I might not remember your name. I'm sorry, but you just flash it. Be like, hey, bitch, this is free, right? Yep. So that's it, and that's the end of the show. Woo! Thank you.
Where do tips go?
Tips?
There's a box over there, actually.
Yeah, there's a box over there, or a QR code, or you can, if you have cash, you can hand it to the performer you want to.
Thank you. Thank you so much for doing that. Here you go, Brittany. Here's your free token. No problem to have. Oh, that's so good. You told me about the magician scarf thing right here.
Does anyone want to get up here and take pictures or play around? You can do that as well.
It was good.
I know, right?
Just up the stairs. Thank you so much, you guys.
What the hell, Abe?
Thank you so much for coming. Yeah. Good stuff. I was a
lift from you guys.
I was a language analyst. So first in the Navy, I did
Magician scarf.
You guys got that one for that.
I'm actually surprised how well that
Even going further, you said that like we helped this is the podcast that inspires you to do your fart jokes or whatever, right?
Yeah, that time we did the open mic in the team.
Right, the thing was
Why is that so hard to do?
What is it? Oh, thanks. Because some cars, like because I actually threw it in the class, so I thought it was just one side, but I said,
How many you rumble?
But some things, I had
Do you want to look at that bag over there? Is that what you're looking at?
Thank you.
I'm such a...
I was looking back at y'all, the ulti people in the room.
I'm better at, being a bit more spontaneous and...
Oh, you're fine.
It's like, whoa.
Those that I recognize your voice here.
It's like,
I remember I was like, thanks,
So now we know where Megan gets her sense of humor.
Oh, wow. I think.
So how many kids do you have?
We have 3 kids. We have Haley, and then Jared's my 24-year-old Thor lookalike. So he looks just like Thor. How many do you have?
I have 4, and their age is
So I'm like
20 to 30.
Okay, yeah. Oh my gosh, stop it. 24, 30. That's us too. Yes, exactly. Yes.
So 1993.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
I gotta check. I'm gonna let the old man out of the door. No?
Did you
No?
I grew up in the to go to NYU.
Oh, I already got one, but no, but not this one.
Okay.
do you have my new card?
No, thank you.
There you go, Kathy. Here's my new card. Do you have a card? Give me your card.
I don't. No.
I thought he was reaching for a card.
No, I was putting it away. Yeah.
It's fun to meet you.
Can we get a picture together? Would you take a picture?
I don't know if you're signing up for that whole race.
I guys are taking the car ride home to complain about how god-awfully raunchy this whole thing was.
Oh yeah, let me stop the live so I can pay them. Okay, this is the end of the show. Woo!
Yes.
It's hard.